What's up, guys? It's the NTOHB, take that crazy K back at it again, and it's weird to be back doing a video in this format where it is not live, but we're gonna make this work. This is a new series I'm gonna be doing called "What the Reddit." We're gonna look at some of the subreddits of Reddit and see that it's a real shit show. We're gonna start with choosing our beggars, which is kind of like people saying. So, like selling stuff and being like, I'll give you this much. And then the original person says no, and the other person loses their goddamn mind. So, let's get into this and see why we all hate people. I work in a coffee shop. I have a cold. Since sick days for hourly workers don't really exist in this country, I'm at work with a cold and an apron pocket full of cough drops. Right off the bat, like, what country doesn't have sick days? I know sick days are not necessarily an everyday thing, but you should at least get some. That's fucked up. Thinking nothing of it, I pop a cough drop while I'm sweeping the cafe, and a child sees me do this. Apparently, she's very upset that I have candy and she doesn't. Which I'm not aware of at first because I tune out most customers' conversations. Then a mom comes up to me. Hi, can my daughter pretty please have a piece of candy? We're teaching about sharing, and she knows how important it is to bring treats for everyone. So could you please share... What? The candy in your pocket. I can see you have enough to share, and she really wants a piece. It's cough drop. They're like the menthol blue death flavor. Sharing is very important. Fine. And I'm thinking, fine, you nutball. Give a toddler a menthol eucalyptus cough drop. See where it gets you, but oh, don't say it because I'm poor and need my job. The child predictably hates the nasty blue cough drop, and then the mom comes back saying, I told her it would be cherry flavored. Nope. Blue death only. But you must have something. Give me a cake pop instead. Sure, I'll ring you right over here. But sharing, blah, blah, blah. I did share. I gave her exactly what I have. Are you not wanting to buy a cake pop? Okay. She didn't and left soon after. Not the craziest, but still an entitled loon. So, basically, your kid sees a random person put something in her mouth, and she's like, oh my god, I need that. And you, instead of being like, no, that's a stranger, you're like, you go up to the random person, ask for whatever it is, and even after she tells you it's a cough drop, you still decide, nope, she needs this. And that is why you shouldn't have kids. This one, okay. Moving on. That's a little one. We're not gonna do that. I advertised a free couch at the curb. I was wrong to offer it. Well, he was busy. Hi, is the couch still available? Yes, it's still here. Can you hold it for me? It's at the curb. First come, first serve. You know, like any... What the fuck do they call those things? Curb alerts. Curb alerts. I can come pick it up after the game, thanks. Okay, a few people have asked about it. It might not be there for long, but you can send another text if you want me to let you know if it's still available. Can't you just bring it in and hold it for me? No, it's at the curb already. It's first come, first serve. Wow, pretty stupid putting a couch out during the game, asshole. Okay. So you're upset because somebody you don't know put a couch out, and you can't come pick it up because you're at the game, but they should hold it for you because you're more important than anybody else. I think that you're a twat. Hey guys, look, we can do our taxes. I had this rather, whoops. Sorry about that. I'm trying to check something. I had this rather amazing run-in with a choosing beggar last week. And boy, was it entertaining and infuriating. I'm renting a one-story house with a private swimming pool. Very nice. With my wife. Also nice. Picture it didn't happen. The house is part of a small neighborhood of 6 houses in total. 2 of which are slightly bigger than the others and have a private pool each. Those 2 houses are a fair bit more expensive for obvious reasons. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. More stuff, more money. Gotcha. Last week, someone knocks on the door, and I go to open it. Outside is a smiling woman with 2 kids. Hello, I'm Fuckface from next door. I'm Fuckface from next... Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy Fuckface back at it again. I'm Fuckface from next door, and we thought we'd use the pool. You did you? I now also notice that they're all carrying towels and have swimsuits on. I don't really like lending it out, I'm afraid, so I think I'll have to say no. Oh, but the rent gives me access to the pool when I want. She in a very smug way, as if she's calling me an idiot. You're not paying the rent for my house, and I know alt-blank owner doesn't include use of the pool in the contract. I know this because he's my close friend. He's a close friend of my wife, and I happen to be the one who wrote the contract, as well as having translated the guy's ads for Facebook and such. Well, it's in the lease, so you don't really have any choice, do you? At this point, I just asked my wife to call up the owner, and he confirms that he hasn't said anything about her being allowed to use the pool on that contract, and the contract doesn't mention that. I tell her this, but since she has kids, I tell her that I'll allow her to come over to use the pool perhaps once a month, as long as she gives me 1 week notice or so. This is not good enough for Fuckface. Of course it's not, because everybody on the internet is so fucking demanding. Who demands immediate access to the pool as well as future use whenever she feels like it. So, basically, to to explain what's happening right now, she made up a story about how she has access to the pool, and it's clearly a lie. And then to be a nice guy, he's like, all right, well, I'll let you use it. Just let me know. And that's not good enough for her. And let's see where this ends up. This, of course, results in me withdrawing my kind offer and her stomping away, screaming out about getting me kicked out. Later, the owner shows up, having her screaming through the phone, and warns her sternly that she will be kicked out if she makes any more trouble. I don't think she'll be staying here long. Huh. You know, I expected a lot more from that story. I'm a little disappointed. Just a little, though. Let's see. Choosing beggar apartment buyer negotiates for a month without paying deposit. I jump in and buy the apartment instead. Alright. I bought my apartment a little over 2 years ago. And reading another story from a choosing our beggar house buyer reminded me of my own story. I was in the market for a new apartment in my city for a couple of months. Being single at the time, I wanted a 2-bedroom one located in one of 3 chosen areas of my city. I went through the whole process of contacting real estate agencies, going through their websites, classified pages online, even bought a paper classified newspaper. I viewed a fair number of apartments in various states of repair. A couple fixer-uppers, a couple small ones, but in pristine condition, etc. I have my eyes set on 2. I was in the process of negotiating price with both owners to choose me, when I get a call from my dad, who I knew was apartment hunting. That there was one for sale in a very sought-after area, and that he took the liberty of calling the number himself. He was there at the moment, and I had to go and see it. Okay. So far, nothing super out of the ordinary. Looking for apartments fucking sucks, but nothing sketchy or interesting yet. I was at work at the time, but I understood the urgency, so I excused myself and drove the 15 minutes there. So a few points about this apartment. 1, it's the only apartment block in an area full of beautiful villas. Very nice. 2, the block is on top of a hill, the highest point within the city, meaning you can see the whole city from the 3rd floor upwards. It's nice. The apartment is on the 6th floor of a 7-story building, which means it is, for me, it's ideal as I don't want the cost of maintaining heat on the top floor, but still on the top levels, so great views. Alright. 3 large bedrooms, a huge kitchen, and a huge living room, dining room, common area, also 2 bathrooms. The only thing I'm questioning is if you're single, why do you need that much space? I mean, maybe you're fat. When I walk into the apartment, my gaze instantly fell on the view. It is just a cityscape, but you can see the horizon and distant mountains. And that overwhelming feeling of openness that you very rarely get in an apartment. I fell in love. Walking through the house, I could see that it needed a lot of repairs. The floor needed changing, the kitchen needs remodeling. The bathrooms, even though in pristine condition, looked old and dated. Definitely needed some painting. Also, it was bare. No furniture or anything, which made the rooms look massive. My dad was there with a lady in her 70s. Very bright, very polite. Liked her immediately. And to make a long story short, she told me that they are already in talks with another gentleman, and they have been talking about the apartment for about a month now. But since we called, they thought they might as well come and open it for a viewing. I quickly learned the apartment was not hers, but her daughter's, who lived abroad. She volunteered to sell it for her, and the only place they advertised was the apartment's balcony. A single banner with a for sale and a phone number. A for sale banner you needed to crane your neck to see. On an apartment block in a posh neighborhood full of villas. She told me in 2 months they only got 2 phone calls, and one was my dad. The other was the CB. Okay. I asked what the asking price was, and I was struck at how low it was. She told me that the other guy, after a month of negotiating, lowered the price 10%. They managed to get a verbal okay for them to also change the floors, remodel the kitchen, throw down a wall to make the kitchen connect to the main living room area, remodel the bathrooms, and also cover the back porch. To make it into a play area. I was flabbergasted. I had the following talk with a nice lady. Why and how did you agree to all that? Well, to be honest, we never received any phone calls. And he made it sound like that it was a bad time to sell. So he was our only hope. That's ridiculous. Your asking price is a lot lower than what single apartments go for. You just didn't use the correct selling avenues. You're probably right. We were looking for a quick sell as my daughter wants to remodel her house abroad, and I thought I could help her out. Can't you just give him his deposit back? He refused to pay a deposit. Not before he saw the work done. We were all about to remove the old floors and start remodeling. What? How much was the asked deposit? $5,600. Please wait here. I'll go to the bank and bring the deposit. In the meantime, please call your daughter and ask whether she will break her promise to the other guy and sell it to me at the asking price. I don't need any work done on your part. I'll buy it as is. Daughter was so delighted when we got on the phone after I got back from the bank. She said that she was... This is a fucking book. So that she was considering to tell the guy to saw it off. Which is like... Fuck off, you bloody fucking wanker. But she needed the money. I asked her whether she felt bad about their gentleman's agreement, and she said he's no gentleman. She felt taken advantage of, but her busy schedule and lack of time to deal with this, her distrust of realtors, and the fact that her mother was the only person to help her meant that she felt that she had no choice. I kept in touch with the nice lady for a few months afterwards. The guy kept calling her constantly for months after they got my deposit, and we signed the purchase agreement, going on about how immoral they were leaving him hanging. He ended up offering to pay more to buy it as it is in the end after it was actually mine. I'm still baffled by the man to this day. He just kept pushing and pushing and pushing for more, without even paying the asking deposit. Cherry on top, the insurance company sent over the property valuer, and this just the value before renovating was 20% higher than what I paid. Wow. So, that's what you get for being a fucking asshole. We're gonna do one more. I like these. I was reading a bunch of the CB stories and was reminded of a lady that came into my work a while ago. So I work at a restaurant as a server and have been at this place for a long time. I know the menu inside and out in its entirety. During the week, we usually only have one server working because it's slow and we're only open for a few hours. Makes sense, you know. Don't need to overstaff. I get that. I've worked in a restaurant before. So I was the only server working on the day that this happened. So nobody can collaborate your story. CB and her two daughters come in about an hour before closing. They're semi-regulars and always make a huge mess and are usually rude. So they all come in, I get their drinks and give them a few minutes to look over the menu. I come back to get their order, and the CB asks me why the salad bar still has lids on it. I explained to her, as I have 1,000 times before, that in order to keep everything as fresh as possible, I don't take the lids off and expose the food to the open air until somebody comes in and gets a salad. That makes sense. She says, I want a salad. Okay, no big deal. I can deal with that, with asshole people. So I take the lids off the salad bar and give her plates. CB then asks for a side of fries to go with the salad. Sure, no problem. CB proceeds to destroy the salad bar, getting beets and dressings, which I have to throw out, oranges in the croutons, and the whole 9 yards. I'm guessing is where they were going with that. The rest of this conversation goes like this. Here are your fries. Do you need any extra plates or napkins because you're sharing? No. That was a lot of fries. Do you have anything smaller? Not for a side of fries. We have smaller portions that come with an entree. But for a separate side of fries, this is the only size we have. Fine. CB finishes making a fucking mess. I drop off the check and she eventually comes to the front to pay. I can't believe that you're charging me $4 for a side of fries. It is a lot of fries. We didn't even eat them all. Would you like a to-go box or to take home? No. I just don't think that it's fair that I have to pay for your mistake. Excuse me, how did I make a mistake? Well, you did not even ask us what size we wanted for our fries, so I'm only going to pay $2 for the side that we wanted because that's all we wanted. No, it doesn't work that way. I told you we only have one size for the side of fries, so you have to pay the $4. You are so incompetent. This is the worst service we've ever gotten here. I can't believe that you're going to force me to pay the $2 extra. Pause. It's $2 fucking dollars. If you're gonna throw a fit over $2 fucking dollars, you should have ate at home, you dumb bitch. Where's your manager? I just demand to speak to him. The manager is out for the day. That means that I am left in charge, and you are paying the $4 for the fries because that's what you ordered. You have been here multiple times before, and if you wanted a specific size of fries, why didn't you ask? You just ordered a side of fries and then got mad that they were too big. If you think by yelling at me, you will get what you want and I will remove the $2 charge because you're complaining, you're wrong. Your total is X amount of money. I'm going to call your boss. I'm going to get that $2 back. It's $2 fucking dollars. Go ahead and call them. My boss has been a server longer than I have, and she'll tell you the exact same thing. If you had asked, I might have been able to give you a smaller size, but since you ordered a side of fries and those come in one size, I can't help you. And you have to pay what you ordered for. CB proceeds to tell her daughters to remove the $1 that they had left us on the table as a tip and tells me that she will no longer be visiting our restaurant. I tell her to keep her money and that I look forward to not seeing her. CB has since been in the restaurant and has asked other servers why we no longer have the salad bar, to which they have explained that we kept having to throw food away because people were making a mess. So now we make the salads. No, we don't have beets anymore, and no, you can't get 1,000 things on your salad anymore. CB orders a side of fries and gets mad that I'm not psychic. This is just like going over everything. I know I said that was the last one, but I kind of want to do one more. Alright, this will be the last one. Maybe, unless we want to do another one. Guy I met once wants me to drive 60 miles in the snow after asking for rides over 10 times before. Yo, got a favor if you can. Bro? What's up? Can you pretty please help me get a ride back to Boise? I'm in Middleton. Dude, what's up? I was ditched. I'm so sorry, man. I really am. Dude, why do you only text me to ask for favors? I don't. You're not the only one. You were the last one I'm texting. Plus, I haven't talked to you in a while anyways, you know? No, you don't get it. Why is this the only reason you text me? Is there an issue, bro? Huh? 'Cause I always settle up with you. I'm just asking for a favor, bro. What the fuck? It's an issue because it looks like you just want to use me, and I'm not into that. I'm not using you, bro. I'm just asking for a... I'm just asking. Okay, damn, man. Thanks for not being a friend, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that later on, non-friend. And then they fucking blocked him. Wow. Wow. Entitled ass people. CB wants my parking space, but won't let me out. Oh, shit. I said... Alright, well, I guess this will be the last one. I'm sure you guys don't mind. I work for a university as an employee. I go out of my way to treat other drivers on campus with respect. So when I was faced with the situation, I had to be courteous and polite. On the day in question, I happened to have a wonderful camping parking spot. I fucked that up. It's close to my building and the center of campus. The spot is on a narrow campus road. Very nice. I was leaving later than usual, but earlier than the start of the evening classes. This meant that the CB wasn't blocking traffic while being bish. Oh, by being a bitch. Oh no, CB-ish. Gotcha. I was driving a GMC Suburban at the time. It's a giant vehicle with a wide turning radius. Best way to park was to back into a parking spot because it made it easier for exits. Except when CB showed up. When exiting the campus, you only have two very different choices for different destinations. Going home by using the wrong exit will leave you in the wrong traffic jam, and correcting the mistake leaves you hating your life. Don't we all? So when I attempted to pull out of my parking space, I did so knowing which way to lead me home. CB was stopped and waiting for me to leave, but she's in my way. Can you back up? I need to go to Street 1. You can get out that way. I don't need to go that way. I need to go to Street 1. I can't get out of the parking spot. Can you back up? I'm not backing up. Flustered backs. Okay. Look, Street 2 is going to take me out of my way. I need to get out of the parking spot at Street 1. If you back up about 10 feet, I can make it out. I'm not backing up. You can go and get out on Street 1. I can't go that way. You want my parking spot, right? Yes. Back up 10 feet and it's yours. I'm not backing up. Ah, okay. I go back to my Suburban, turn off the engine, and grab a newspaper. I then go to the front of the truck, open the newspaper, pull out a section to read, fold up the rest of the newspaper, and then lean against the front of my vehicle to read it. This may sound weird. I'm willing to do nothing rather than go out the wrong exit. I could have just gone the other way. It's just I hate traffic. I fucking hate traffic. I wasn't getting into the wrong traffic jam just because someone felt that backing up was somehow equated to losing face. The CB is still sitting there in her car, engine running, blinking. Oh, blinker blinking. For a full minute before I hear her say, okay, with an exasperated sigh. And she backs up the needed 10 feet. I then proceed to reopen the paper, but back to the section I'm reading, get in my vehicle, and drive off. I figured this was one of the students showed up early for class. She had time. I was willing to waste mine. Not in traffic, though. My next thought was going to be asking if she wanted a Coke. I was thinking if this was going to take a while, I was going to get a Coke while reading the paper. It would have been rude not to get her one as well. I never saw the CB again. There was never anything said of this to anyone who brought up the issue with me. People are weird. It wasn't until I found this group that I've been able to correctly categorize the situation. Okay, so yeah, she should have backed up, but you were kind of an asshole too. So I guess you're both at fault. CB fired me because I wouldn't... Okay, for real this time. I keep forgetting that I said I was only going to do one more. CB fired me because I wouldn't care for her kids for free while they were on vacation. 2 summers ago, I interviewed a nanny for a family and was willing to come to the south of France with them to take care of their kids while they were there for 10 days. Loaded family, obviously. I said I wasn't sure because I had my own travel plans, but I'll check. Mom practically begged me to be their nanny and kept texting me asking if I could do it because I was the absolute perfect fit. I ended up being free that period of time, so I told her I would be able to and that we should talk about payment, to which she was very confused. She said she would pay for my flights and housing, but nothing other than that. She explained that because she was taking me to France, the trip was payment enough and she didn't have to cover my food just existing there or pay me for taking care of her kids. Twin 7-year-olds, one with autism. Okay. I explained I wasn't okay with that because it would end up costing me a few $100s to feed myself and get around for 10 days. She didn't reply and a day passed. Then nothing. I got a text with no context saying that she doesn't think I'm the right fit for her family at all, not just for the trip. And the only explanation she gave me was that apparently she had a bad feeling about me from the start and had never really been considering me at all. Okay. I mean, I understand, like, you're going to pay for a trip and everything like that, and that's, like, a big deal. Like, a trip to... Just the plane ticket alone would be huge, and then having to pay for room and board, but you're not really going to get to see Paris or France. Because you're going to be taking care of kids. So I can understand why she'd want to make some money on it. Went on a date, said I was looking for something more serious, no hookups, and he left immediately. A couple of months later, I get this message. Hey, I know you probably don't want to talk to me, and I'm not trying to intrude on you or anything. I just need help. And I don't know who to turn to. I will be competing on blank this year in Atlanta, Georgia, and I need a place to stay. Just from February 28th to March 26th, so a month. Is it okay if I stay at your place? Text me a blank number if you want, and can please let me know. I promise if I win any type of money, I will pay you back. So you tried to use her for a booty call and then tried to stay with her? That's wild. That's so crazy. But I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want me to do more of these. I'd like to make this into a series. I don't know for sure how we're going to do it. But we're going to get live streams back on track here soon. We've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto lately. We've been playing with Davidic and Envious. And be sure to check out their channels as well because they do update quite a bit. Davidic's been doing Call of Duty, Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto. I believe Envious is doing a Dark Souls 3 Let's Play, so if any of that interests you, be sure to check out their channels as well. We do have a Twitch as well, and I will be over there streaming at some point, so be sure to check that out as well. One more time, thank you guys for checking out the video, and I will see you next time.